If you're going to spend any time working with JavaScript, or indeed any code whatsoever, it's essential that you have a good editor. Now, your choice of editor is going to be a very personal one, but I want to go over some features that might help you determine what makes a good editor. So the first thing is to make your code more readable. Most decent editors these days offer syntax highlighting, which will show you different features of the language you're working with in different colors, sometimes even other formatting. Code folding is a really useful feature when you're working on long code files. It collapses things visually, make it easier to see what you're doing. And function navigation is another really good one. When you build up a huge library of stuff in a file, having a navigator that can help you jump to different points is really great. Another feature of a great editor is that it makes your code more writable. By that, I mean things like block balancing. When you're writing code, punctuation is very meaningful, especially things like curly braces, parentheses, that sort of thing. And block balancing helps you see where those blocks start and where they end. Some editors even offer auto-typing, which will do things like manage your indents for you to help keep your code readable, manage those braces for you, sometimes even type them out when you've typed the first one. So let's take a look at an example of what the same block of code looks like in a not-so-great editor and one that's a lot better. So here's some sample JavaScript. This is just in the text edit application that's built into every Mac. And I can just kind of scroll down here, and there's not much going on here. I mean, the code is okay, but it gets a little hard to see what's going on here. Let's contrast this with the same thing in Text Wrangler. Text Wrangler is a free text editor for the Mac, and you can see it has syntax highlighting and a whole bunch of other stuff. So let's take a look. Comments and strings and function names, various language keywords are all highlighted for you so you can tell them apart from everything else you've written. And we also have code folding. So this if block is collapsible using these disclosure triangles in the gutter. I can do nested collapsing. So this is very handy. I also get highlights on the lines. If I type a return here, I stay at the same indentation level. So it's generally a much nicer experience. Here are some examples of good editors that are available on various platforms. Now, I'm a Mac user, so I'll start with a couple of examples of those. I use BBEdit in most of my work, which is a paid text editor, but it does have this equivalent called Text Wrangler that we were just looking at, which you can download for free. There are also quite a few excellent editors that are available cross-platform. Sublime Text is an up-and-comer that's available for every platform, and there's a course on how to use it here on lynda.com called Up and Running with Sublime Text. Dreamweaver is substantially more than just a code editor, and of course it's available for Mac and Windows, and there is a significant amount of training on Dreamweaver here on lynda.com, including the latest course, Dreamweaver CC Essential Training. If you're getting really advanced, you could get into something like Aptana Studio, which is an IDE, that is an integrated development environment. It's available for every platform, and it's targeted at building web applications or websites on any platform. So it includes features like a debugger and all kinds of goodies like that. There's also training for that here on lynda.com in a course called Up and Running with Aptana Studio. So try some of these different options. There's trials available for all of them. Some of them are free. Give them a try and see what works for you. But once you start working in JavaScript on any kind of regular basis, you're definitely going to want to have a good editor. So try them out.